Hi, my love. Sit down. You're going to want to hear this. So somebody's coming back. Okay. Now, this reading isn't going to all the way be about your person. This is going to talk about specifically understanding your triggers. And it's specifically about somebody from your past, possibly an ex situationship. Again, it's going to be a very general read. So if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will catch you later. Okay. It's about understanding your triggers in this reading. And the reason I want to talk about it, because the number one thing I get as a reader, you know, is when we're still hooked up on somebody from our past. And I noticed this, I got a lot of this on my lives last night, is do people, or does this person regret what they've done? Are they going to come back and actually change and this and this and that? And a lot of times when somebody from your past comes back, listen to your body. How's your body reacting? When they're telling you certain things, how do you react? When they text you, how does your body react? When you found out they unblocked you, how do you react on this person? So clearly, to automatically note this, your read, you're in a no contact situation right now with your person. And I think you've been back and forth with them before. I think this person's always came back to kind of push your buttons. You guys mirrored each other in a funny way. 3 of Candles and Queen of Crypts right here as I split the deck. But I feel like clearly anytime I see feminines like yourself, gender doesn't matter when I say that, when I see that their person continuously a lot of times comes back into their life, there's that Queen of Crypts that actually fell out. That's where I'm saying it's Queen of Cups, to be exact. It's coming from a nurturing place. I think you're very nurturing to this person in some form or fashion. I'm not saying you're in your love and lighter phase with this person, but you are still very warm. You're very welcoming. Clearly, if this person's been in and out of your life, ghosted you, disappeared, whatever the case is on their end, you clearly have never set a boundary with that person. And until that boundary gets set up, you guys will never. What's funny is that Death card is in reverse. I saw that just a second ago. You guys will never have that transformation. And a lot of times, the reason we're scared or we're so quick to invite somebody from our past back into our lives, because it's that fear of, are they going to be gone for good? Am I going to be gone for good? You have to surrender. So you're not surrendering. So to know if this is really your reading, I'm going to see how does your body, how does your soul react when you hear or see from this person, whether it's face-to-face, text, Instagram, I don't care. Okay? I want to see how do you truly react when this person comes back into your vicinity. Okay? And then this will help me test to see what to do as far as the outcome. Okay? How does this collective feel every time this person comes into their space? Let's just do 2 cards. Okay. Whoa. 2 of Claws and Ace of Crypts. What did I just say? This collective, as bad as it sounds, and a lot of times I don't think you lead with it, 6 of Castles. I'm going to be honest, I think you have a tendency that every time this person comes back into your space, maybe you don't lead with it full throttle, but you always in the back of your mind think that this is it. They're coming back for reconciliation. This is it. You're definitely in this mode that every time they come back, you do question, are they staying? Are they this? Are they that? Right. I always tell my clients, and I've said this several times on my page, love should never be complicated with that 2 of Claws, hence 2 of Swords. It always makes you feel confused. This person puts you in confusion every time. I think that you do the, what do they want? What do they this? Sorry, I had to see what my dog was up to. My bad. Anyways, I think this person, the first thing that every time this person comes back into your life, you immediately hit confusion. And I think a lot of it is they've never really made it clear to you also why they keep coming back in your life or what do they want. I think they pull a generic thing like maybe I miss you or I just wanted to see if you were okay. Just very bottom line, but you take that to heart with that Ace of Crypts, Ace of Cups right here. You really do think that this is it. Like maybe this person really does miss me and they're trying to make things right between us. And I always say, if you are tied to somebody that keeps coming in and out of your life, a lot of times that's soul tying. It's there to trigger you and to teach you a lesson, not to actually give you that equal give and take. I think you are dealing with somebody that you mirror and that reflects back your wounds, but you take it every time as reconciliation, not what are they trying to teach me or what am I trying to teach them right now. Let me see what else. How else does this collective feel when their person comes in? Every Ace of Claws, there's that communication. The Empress in reverse. As bad as it sounds, I think, and I'm not saying this may trigger some of you when I say this, I think in a way you kind of lose yourself a little bit when this person comes in. It's like everything almost that you've learned, everything that you almost kind of have grown into, you kind of throw it out the door for this person, because I think that you truly do lead with your heart and not with your head when it comes to this person. And that's where I feel like that confusion comes in. Literally, it's a battle between heart and logic. Well, logically, they treat me like crap, but in my heart, there's unconditional love, which it causes you a lot of times to chase this person. Whether it is like maybe when they do actually hit your lineup, maybe do you text them a lot? Are you quickest to text back very quick? I feel like this person brings out your anxious attachments. Empress in reverse, there's a little bit of chasing every time this person comes in. In a subtle way, you don't make this person work for it. I think in a way, I don't want to say claim, because that's not really what you do, but I'm just going to say, for in a way, you have them. You think, oh, they're in my life, I got them. Hold your horses. Let's do one more, and then let's see what's the outcome of this dynamic when they come back and what you need to do. Four of Candles, Four of Wands, I just said, you take it as union. There's my twin union card. You take this as union. Anytime, I keep doing this with this collective, there's a lot of hands that are shown here. Maybe when this person comes in, you feel jittery, like literally your hands shake. There's something about your hands. Maybe this person loves your hands. You love their hands. There's something about is significant, but I feel like it's like a caffeine hit. It's like you feel jittery. That's not good. That's your body alarming you, babe. There's issues here that needs to be resolved before you can move forward. This is not good for us. Get out. And you take this as, I'm just nervous to see them. No. Love should never be confusing. A masculine, gender doesn't matter, will always come forward and tell you exactly what they want. This person's never really been honest with you. Again, I feel like they would come in with like taboo communication, and you take it as this is union. Even when you feel anxious, literally. And maybe you're double texting, being angry. You haven't detached from them, and that's okay. But when they come back, because this person's coming through, what do you need to do? Six of Candles, Five of Claws. You get 15 minutes of fame with this person. I feel like this is definitely a person that's been in and out of your life, and they're only in your life for a short period of time. I don't think they stick around for more than a month. For some of you, they could only be around you for days and poof, disappear. And I think that's exactly what this person does. They disappear. And there's a reason I brought up boundaries. Maybe that's been that fear, because that Two of Claws hints Two of Swords. You're blinded by something right now when it comes to this person. And I just said at the beginning of the reading, you could truly have the subconscious fear. Well, if I cut them off, or I move on, or I accept defeat, or whatever the case is, will they be gone for good? Again, if somebody's meant to be back into your life, they will find a way to be back in your life, and you haven't let that go. You want control over that situation. There's something about all these hands in this deck that keeps coming out, like literally like this, like a control, like you want this story to unfold in your favor, and you've been humbled by this person. No, anybody, and regardless if you're meant to be back with this person or not, a person that dips in and out of your life, that's not love, baby. Somebody to leave you in that confusion of what did I do wrong, what happened, why, that's not it. So understand your self-worth. Just because this person comes back into your life a few days or a few weeks, baby, make them work for it. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be a pretty little princess, empress, upright. I don't care if that's the love of your life. Literally, Page of Claws, you're going through a lesson with this person every time. True soul ties. Is this person a POS? No. Have they handled things correctly? No, but neither of you. Choose yourself. Quit losing yourself over this person. This person, as bad as sounds, how many more tower moments with this person? How many more times are you going to get hurt before? There's that Knight of Claws. There's that incoming communication. And it is kind of manipulative, because I do think this person has a lot of love. There's a lot of emotion for you, but they come back because they are scared you are going to leave them. And that's where I'm saying it goes both ways. You both have a fear of losing each other. Feminines lead. No. earn it. They need to earn you.